So the video I did on mad honey, that is to say honey that was poisoned, sometimes used deliberately, seemed to have been very popular. Thanks again for all the nice comments. And I thought I'd look at some other instances of poisonings. Before I go further, I should acknowledge an incredible book written by Adrian Mayer called Greek Fire, Poisoned Arrows and Scorpion Bombs, and it covers all of this kind of thing. In fact, it's where I first read about mad honey, so if you get the chance to pick that up, go and find it. It was well worth a read. Anyway, on to the poisonings. This brings me into here, and this is actually courtesy of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's Kira, which is in Phocis, which was near to Delphi. You might be familiar if you've played the game, you've probably been there a few times. Now in 590 BC, there was all sorts of problems with invaders trying to besiege the city. They just couldn't get in. So what they did was they found where the water supply came into the city and cut it off, which is kind of standard practice in a way. But then they turned it back on. And the reason they did that is because at that point they'd actually put lots of hellebore into the water, which made all the defenders very sick, and therefore they could lay siege and take the city much more easily. A second instance involved using wine, and this is actually referenced in the book a few times, but a good example of this was a Carthaginian general called Himilco. In 396 BC, he was having problems with a number of tribes nearby, and he was outnumbered by them, so what he did was he set up a camp, put loads of wine in the camp, as you'd expect, poisoned the wine, and then left and retreated. He feigned retreat. So when the tribes then took the camp, they drank the wine, weren't very well again, and as you can probably guess, he was able to retake it and dispose of a large number of his enemies. So anyway, there we go. But if you ever get the chance, find that book. It's well worth the read.